Let's talk about Nobody 2. So, the movie Nobody with Bob Odenkirk came out a few years ago now, and it was a smash hit, guys. It went under the radar for a lot of people, though. It was kind of like a John Wick-esque type of movie. We had this ordinary, everyday guy, and he turned out to be this kind of crazed, kind of like assassin hitman type guy. The fight scenes were off the scale. It was such a fun movie, but it didn't earn a massive amount at the box office. But still, the production budget was very, very small. So I think it did go on to earn a profit, which is great. And now it looks like they're building out the second movie, again, with Bob Odenkirk coming back, and now they've got their villain. So let's jump into this CBR article, let's break it down, let's see what's going on with the sequel to Nobody, and see what's going on with the casting of the villain as well. So, Fast and Furious franchise villain actor joins Bob Odenkirk in Nobody 2. Like I said, if you have not seen Nobody, make sure you go and check it out, guys. If you love John Wick type movies, this movie is incredible and you won't be disappointed. So, John Oritz, who made multiple appearances in the Fast and Furious franchise, is set to join a star-studded cast for Bob Odenkirk's highly anticipated sequel, Nobody 2. For a very long time, a lot of people didn't think it was ever going to happen, but it looks like the studio, they put their thinking caps on, they came to the right conclusion, and they realized that this is ripe to be profitable, and a lot of people are, looking forward to the sequel here. So, per The Hollywood Reporter, Oritz joins Odenkirk, Connie Nielsen's Sharon Stone, Christopher Lloyd and Colin Hanks for the highly anticipated Nobody 2. Oritz, who appeared in films such as Silver Linings Playbook and American Gangster, portrayed the villainous Arturo Braga in Fast and Furious 2009 and made a cameo in Fast and Furious 6. There are currently no details regarding what role Oritz's character will have in Nobody 2 at this time. The plot for the Odenkirk-led sequel is also being kept under wraps, but the screenplay is penned by Derek Kolstad, Aaron Rabin, Odenkirk, and Umar El-Alim. So I do apologize if I butchered any of those names. Umar Alim, I think that's how you say it. So this guy here, I had no idea what this actor's name was. I'm really not that familiar with him, so I do apologize. But yeah, he popped up in the Fast and Furious franchise, so a lot of you guys will probably notice that he was in the Fast and Furious franchise. If this face seems familiar, that's probably where you might know him from. And I remember seeing him on screen for a little bit. He's quite good as an actor, but like I say, I don't feel like I know him well enough or have a big sample enough size of his kind of acting prowess to kind of give my informed opinion. I don't know whether the guy's good or not, but he's been around in the industry for quite a while, so he must be doing something right. But yeah, I'm just excited that they're building out this Nobody 2 cast. This guy, they seem to think that he fits the bill for the villain, and I'm excited to see what he does with it. But like I say again, I don't really know a whole lot about the guy, but we'll have to see how he does in the movie. So, Nobody 2 will be directed by Timo Giargianto. Apologise, I don't know how to say that name. Giargianto, I think that's how you say it. Taking over the franchise from Ilya Naishula. Again, I don't know how to pronounce these names, who had directed the original film. Giargianto is best known for directing segments in VHS 2 and VHS 94 series of films. The VHS movies, for those horror fans out there, if you have not seen the VHS series, just to go off on a side tangent, check out the VHS series. It's basically a movie that's about a compilation of short horrors, and you won't be disappointed. Fantastic horror series. Make sure you check it out if you're a horror fan. As well as May the Devil Take You, filming on Nobody 2 is currently underway ahead of its 2025 release in theatres. Odenkirk serves as a producer alongside Kelly McCormick, David Leitch, Mark Provisorio, and Brandon Aftergood. You guys are going to have a good laugh at me trying to read these names. I know it. I can see you guys watching this video and just like laughing at my pronunciation of these names. I try not to do too much reading of actors or producers' names in these videos for that very reason. And just to go off on another side tangent. But anyway, let's keep going here. So, Nobody was a surprise hit. Yeah, fantastic movie. Do you know what? I haven't seen this movie in a good long time. Now that it's just reminded me after reading this, I'm going to go and watch it this evening, I think, because this movie's great. So, Nobody was certainly a surprise hit when it hit theatres back in 2021, far exceeding expectations many may have had for the film. It grossed $57 million worldwide. So when we're used to talking about Marvel, DC, comic book movies making $1 billion and stuff like that, we have to remember there's a lot of other markets within the movie industry that aren't going to be making billions of dollars. But But this movie grossed $57 million, which in the grand scheme of things sounds small compared to Marvel profits and stuff like that. But for this movie, on a $16 million budget, was profitable. It did great. The studio was happy with that, and they've obviously greenlit the sequel in expectation of it making even more money. So, which made an easy decision to greenlight the sequel, like I was just saying. It turned Odenkirk, who wasn't exactly known for throwing hands, into a certified action hero and added a whole new dimension to his already fascinating acting career. Nobody follows Hutch Mansell, Odenkirk, a former government assassin turned family man who, after failing to protect his family from a home invasion, decides to go on the warpath of revenge, and in doing so, makes enemies of the Russian mob. So you've got a family guy who used to be a deadly assassin for the government. His family was attacked, and then he goes after the Russian mob. I mean, that sounds great to me. That sounds cool. A lot of people were really hoping, because some of the people that worked on the John Wick series of movies actually were working behind the scenes on this as well. And a lot of people were hoping that this took place in the same universe as the John Wick universe. Having those two cross over, a Nobody and John Wick kind of crossing over, would be absolutely incredible. Even if they put a small Easter egg of the John Wick franchise, maybe one of the coins that they use, in the John Wick universe to pay for different kind of facilities. Imagine if you had that pop up in Nobody 2, just kind of like a reference or kind of like an Easter egg. That would be really cool. So in addition to Odenkirk, Nobody starred Aleski. I have no idea how to say that. Aleski, Nilsson, Lloyd, Michael Ironside, Colin Salmon, RZA, and Billy McKellen. Odenkirk recently wrapped up his time on Saul Goodman in Better Call Saul back in 2022, after playing the infamous crooked lawyer for several seasons of Breaking Bad. His role of Jimmy McGill on Better Call Saul earned the legendary comedic actor 6 Emmy nominations. That's how talented this guy really is. 6 Emmy nominations. Odenkirk is also best known for his cult classic sketch comedy series, Mr. Show with Bob and David, which ran for 4 seasons on HBO. Nobody 2 hits theatres August 15th, 2025. So we've got a long time to wait until this movie comes out, which is unfortunate. But let's hope that they can build a great cast. It looks like they're adding more cast. They're going to start shooting next year, which is great to hear as well. Cannot wait to see a first trailer for them and how they build on this. But yeah, like I said, a lot of fans are really hoping, because there's a lot of people that worked on John Wick that worked on this. They're hoping for a John Wick crossover in the future, or potentially for John Wick references to pop up in this second movie, which would be fantastic. Although there's a very small chance of it happening, but as a fan, we can all wish. But yeah, guys, so I throw it off to you. What do you think about this? So what do you think about this actor here? What was his name again? John Oritz. So what do you think about John Oritz, a actor from the Fast and Furious franchise, popping up as the villain in Bob Odenkirk's Nobody 2? Does it get you more excited, or are you like me, where you're kind of waiting and seeing because you don't really know this actor all that well? I'm still excited for Nobody 2, even, regardless of who's casting it, because the first movie was so great. So guys, jump into the comment section, let me know, are you excited for Nobody 2? Thank you so much for watching. I almost forgot what to say. I do that a lot in these videos. But yeah, before you leave, guys, make sure you hit that like and subscribe. And thank you so much for being here as always. I always appreciate that. And I will see you in the next one.